me what you guys are doing here.
It's a Hall of Fame type of thing to try to stir up some membership for the Reds Hall of Fame, and they do maybe, I don't know how many of these, 6 maybe a year, and just meet people and talk to them about the Hall of Fame and Reds baseball.
And I've been in the Hall of Fame, and it's great. There's lots of awesome incidents through the years of Reds history. Tell me why it's such a great thing and why people should check it out.
There's just so many different things to see there. You know, they got anywhere from the first year the Reds played up until, and I tell you, they new exhibit now. They got an autograph of every player that's played the game, so that's pretty neat. But there's a lot of exhibits. The Big Red Machine. There's exhibits to the 1990 World Series, and just different things to see. You know, with bats and balls and different paraphernalia.
Trying to drum up membership in this area, which is a lot of Reds fans from here. We have the Dragons here. They go down to Cincinnati quite a bit. Big hotbed for Reds fans here and there.
Yeah, it sure is. There's some of the best Reds fans are from around Dayton here. It's good to see people come out, and like you mentioned, the Dragons. They've sold out about every game. They sell out about every game. So that tells you right there that what type of fans.
Anything else I'm forgetting to ask about? Anything else you'd like to share?
Not really. No, you covered about all of it.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Well, this is a gathering of baseball enthusiasts, those who I think really appreciate the tradition and history that Cincinnati Reds have given to this area and the region, and we as a museum are dedicated to that. So we're pulling together as many fans as we can get to create a chapter here in the Dayton-Springfield area. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of events up in this area, and all these fans here today are for the official charter presentation.
And then talk about tonight. Obviously, we have a special guest here. But talk about, is this basically the idea of the chapter, the events? You'll have meet and greets and bring up former players. And I think Joe said some of the part of the Hall of Fame that they can't get to, you bring it to them.
Yeah, you think about the Reds Hall of Fame Museum. It's down at the Great American Ballpark, but Reds baseball is everywhere. So we're trying to take the museum to the members and our fans. And the Reds Hall of Fame has a great membership program with benefits that we encourage everyone to become a member of. But now, if you're in Dayton, you don't have to be right next to the Hall of Fame to reap those benefits. So that's why we're here. We want to bring the Hall of Fame and Reds baseball out on the road, and that's why Ron Oester, a great star from Reds history, played 13 years with the club up until 1990 in the championship team. We're going to have a lot of events like this, hopefully, in the area and make it fun for everybody that's a Reds fan.
I know you switch it out every year. What are the two, I guess, the main themes this year that you have going to the Hall of Fame?
Well, yeah, the Hall of Fame switches exhibits and really activities every year, but in every other year we have induction ceremonies. This is not one of those years. This year we're going to be developing a statue for Joe Morgan, though. So one of our major fundraisers is all about celebrating Joe, an exhibit on him also at the Hall of Fame, and then an exhibit called Signature Reds, which highlights signatures of Reds players dating back to the 1800s. So it's a real special exhibit.
If someone wants to, I guess, become a member of the Hall of Fame or wants more information, where do they go?
Yeah, I would. If you should look into becoming a member of the Hall of Fame. Edsmuseum.org. That's our website. Has all the benefits. Comes with game tickets. Comes with admission to the Hall of Fame. Bobbleheads, statues, you name it. We've got it for you. So I hope you think about becoming a member.
Cool. I think that's it.
Executive Director of the Reds Hall of Fame Museum, and I consider it the finest team Hall of Fame in all of baseball, and maybe in any sport. And I can tell you that I've been to lots of them, and we're very proud of what we have. We're very proud that you guys have decided to be associated with us. Many of you I know are members. Those of you that aren't, I hope will be soon. But the museum does a lot of great things for the Reds history and celebrating the great players and all the traditions, as well as preserving that history and then showcasing it for the fans of today and tomorrow. Because what we feel is important is making it prosperous, but also make sure that Reds history lives on and that everybody gets a chance to experience it. And not just what we see today, but make sure they understand the past. We think it's important that everybody knows where we came from before they understand about today's game and what the team's going to be like next year. Because there have been sacrifices, there have been great play before you really understand what Reds baseball is all about. And I know by you guys being here, we have a lot of Reds fans and a lot of people here that do understand that and live and die maybe by the Reds winning and losing. Probably have their favorite player. Anyway, where were you when this happened? What was going on? Was it the Big Red Machine? Was it the 61 team? Was it Crosley Field? Witnessing a landmark event tonight, which we call the chapter, kind of the origination of the charter presentation later on. But there's a lot going on today, and we're going to really what you guys hear today. I mean, this is really an important night for us because we are starting something in this area that we haven't done anywhere else. Now, we had a chapter start up in Marietta, Ohio, and my estimation are the biggest and already the most active. So guys like Mike Klingshire and Jeff Valentine have done a great job of getting us to this point. We thank you for that. We want to get this thing going. And what it's all about is really just, well, I don't really want to join the Hall of Fame is because I don't live near the Hall of Fame. Well, the Hall of Fame is much more than a building. Okay, so it's a mission. It's a mission to record, and preserve, promote, and showcase, like we talked about, all of Reds history. Out of town. You see it on Fox, you hear about it on the radio, and you hear all these great things, and you want to visit. And we see that all the time. We even see that from all of your team fans that come in. I mean, this weekend, the Cubs fans will fill the Hall of Fame. So we have Fergie Jenkins that's going to be signing in the Hall. That shows you how he understands and understands who we are, but we also respect the overall game of baseball to bring in a National Hall of Fame. And he's doing it, and proceeds to benefit the Hall of Fame. And makes its trip out in January. We'd like to do that more often. So what you might see from us in the future, hopefully, is this group growing in size. There's over 200 names that are members of the Dayton and Springfield area right now. There's a lot of members of the Hall of Fame of this chapter. We think that can grow. We'd like to do that more often, but we'll need your help to do it. And that's kind of what the chapter will be able to provide. So I'll get off the stage here.
To grow this, we want everyone to get involved. After you leave tonight and tomorrow, you think, hey, this is a great experience. You receive this great poster of Reds Hall of Famers. So we give that to you, and we thank you for that. But again, as I said, you didn't just stop there from what you've done. So we want, as we come in here, we see a lot of great things. The next time we want to come, we want to see nothing but red. And if I can kind of call an audible real quick, if Paul or someone has a camera, and just I want to get those two right there by themselves.
Ron Oester.
I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame for having me here. It's great to get out and just talking to people and meeting new people and just get down and talk baseball. We give everybody a chance to think of some questions to ask me. I think this year's a very exciting year for the Reds. I think they got a good chance of going past the playoffs and into the World Series with their starting pitching and their consistent lineup. They're, 1.5 games out now, I think. They just swept the Mets, and they open up tomorrow here with the Chicago Cubs. You get a chance to go out and see them. They're exciting to watch. They're fun to watch. They enjoy playing the game. They look like they're having fun playing the game, and they're very competitive. So, one of the questions that I've been asked is my favorite players or favorite people in baseball. My very favorite player, person in baseball, is Joe Nuxhall. He's liked by everyone. You couldn't help but like Joe. A lot of times we sat down in the clubhouse after games and talked, and and he shared his stories with me. And I got a story about Joe that I'll share with you. We were in San Diego when we stayed in a hotel that's right across from the mall, and we take the bus to the ballpark, and I went down to the bus, and there were a couple people in there. Joe was in there, myself, and belongs in the Hall of Fame. As a matter of fact, you know, you see guys in there, and Davey. I think the reason he's not in the Hall of Fame is because he played with such a great team with Perez and Rose and Morgan.